2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's go time, everyone. Let's head out onto the course. Hello, everyone. I'm Luke Ilvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. And Beamer, here we are at Innisbrook Resort, and there are few tests on the PGA Tour tougher than the Copperhead course.
Copperhead, does that sound like a friendly kind of snake to you? Something that you want to go up and pet and kind of hang out with and pal around and show your friend? Yeah, no, neither would I. Yeah. That's what you get when you go to the Copperhead golf course. I mean, it swirls back and forth. It winds in and out. And it's probably, I think, one of the hardest driving golf courses we have on the PGA Tour. The guys who drive it straight, they love it. You know, obviously iron game and all that's important, but I think it comes down to if you drive it well, you're going to have more opportunities to find these smallish type greens. But again, there's nothing really super friendly or fun about a golf course named after a lethal snake that lives in the water. Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. An opportunity for a birdie here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
Oh, what a putt.
Oh, and look at that birdie at the first. 18 under par today, still in play.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Lovely effort, that. From about 130 yards here.
Pro tip. When it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is long range, guys. Long range stuff, clocking in at around 41 feet to the hole.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is for par.
Currently at -1 following that hole. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, so close, but an easy par. And finishing this hole with a little tap in. Currently 1 under for the round.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And he's down there. You got to read?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
That's disappointing. A par putt awaits. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. This next shot coming up from the sand. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Always nice to have a birdie putt. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
This is his 2nd shot. 5 shots off the lead. That's disappointing.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
How good was that bunker shot? Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Now 5 strokes behind. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left are going to be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Hopefully this one can hold on to the fairway.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. $11 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
An uphill left to righter.
And there it is. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Well, if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. 8 feet to the cup. trailing by 4 strokes. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
And he's safely on the green. 19 feet to the hole.
Looking pretty good.
Good speed about it. Look at this. Oh, that's a great looking putt. Okay, let's head to the next. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. The back 9 at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. He's got this putt to break inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. And he's down there. You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Remember, there's 2 important parts of a putt. Line and length. Too much length on that one. Now 5 strokes behind. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Just off the fairway in the first cut. Going with the 5-wood. Setting up for his 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
This lie's not great. I think he's caught that one quite nicely.
Really great work sticking the green from that lie.
And now this to move inside the top 10. John, what's the line on this putt?
Looks like this one's going up the hill and breaking left to right.
It's tracking. How good was that putt? And that will take him to 5 under. He's currently tied for 6th. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Second shot here on their 13th hole. If he makes this, he'll save his par. He currently has a share of 6th position here. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
One win so far this season. Looking for number 2 here today. The interesting choice of the driver here. Look like this one's heading to the beach. Sitting at 5 under for the day. And he'll be glad to be putting now. And now this to move into a tie for 5th. And that's the kind of fighting spirit that keeps a good round going.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. This here for a share of 2nd on the leaderboard. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This is about 24 feet for him here.
The start of this one out on a pretty good line.
All right, getting better.
Oh, that's so cruel. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. The Copperhead course, the snake pit, we're right in the middle of it.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Well, that's a handy shot. From around 170 yards here. Just a couple back from our leader.
Yeah, this one, it's veering off a little bit to the right.
A bit wild on approach there.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball. Will it? Will it?
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Tiger Woods is in top spot on the leaderboard. The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot, plays longer than what's on the yardage.
Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
Opting for the 3-wood from the sand, looking to get up and down. And that's safely on the surface. This putt is about 8 feet.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt, saves the par. Well done.
That's some good golf right there. Always difficult to get a gauge of the exact distance when playing uphill to the green. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. This putt is for a share of second. This putt is of 9 feet. John, have you got a good read on this one?
This one pretty much looks like it's going right to left.
Well, there's a wild ride. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Signing off with a bogey. So, after the opening round, and a pretty solid one at that, this player still finds himself a fair way off the pace.
They are definitely a fair way off pace, but listen, you can't go out there and play like they did today against this world-class field and expect to finish anything where they did. I mean, it's just an okay round of golf, but
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 2 of this tournament is about to begin. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey. Delightful to have your company once again. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
look, this player's trailing at the moment. Let's face it, there is so much golf left out there. Anything can happen. Let's just sit back, relax, and watch it unfold.
Let's get down to the first hole. Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Henny, what does that lie look like?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
This now, his third shot. Henny's down there.
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Yeah, nicely played. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
This one should go up the hill and to the right.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Oh, that is a beautiful low ball flight off the tee there. Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday, a little bit more difficult today.
They caught it really clean out of the rough. This one could work. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is long, guys. 43 feet from my calculations to the cup.
Starting this one way out to the right.
What a putt to make. Well done. And it's time to recap that play.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And he now moves to 5 under for the tournament. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up here from about 180 yards.
Oh, right by the hole. Lining up the birdie putt here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Ooh, little downhill left to righter here.
Whew, had a fair bit of pace on that one. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And now onto the par 3 4th hole.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Second shot here on the 4th. Tracking. That's one of those momentum building putts. Well holed. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. And hole number 5 is a par 5.
breathe. It avoided the rough.
Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? Nicely done. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Ooh. Putting for a par here. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
This one looks like it's going right. This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This is to save par.
Oh, that one was zooming past the hole. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
I don't mind the look of this. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4.
Bogey on the last, but a good opportunity on this one to bounce back with a birdie. Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
This is his second shot.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Well, that was a really important hole. Now just one off the cut line. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. That swing's so pure it reminds me of Adam Scott's. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure it's going to take quite a dive to the right here.
Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And after that, sitting at 6 under for the event. Par 4, 9th hole here.
That dog will hunt.
And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. This putt from around 18 feet. Looks to have misjudged the speed of that one. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Alrighty, Rich. This is crunch time. We're through 9 holes today. This player's on the wrong side of the cut line.
Sitting just below the cut line currently, Luke. They need to make something happen today. They can't afford any mistakes. Got to watch and see how they play it out.
Sitting at 6 under. He may not have enough club to reach the green here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Time to tee off on the 11th. Looks like that ball had a magnet in it for the bunker. And John McCarthy's jogging over to the spot right now. He'll have a look inside that bunker and see how it's lying. Is it any good, mate?
Yeah, they are deep down into this bunker. Should be interesting to see how they escape this one.
Oh, yep. This is left.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And a par putt awaits him. I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
And that moves them to -6 for the tournament. Welcome to the par 4 12 hole.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, we're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
From about 100 yards.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
This would be a great up and down. He has this putt to save his par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. Hole number 13, a par 3.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Oh, great swing there. Going with the hybrid. That's just inside the range.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Not quite going to be as easy to birdie this one today as it was yesterday.
This is his 5th shot. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And sadly, that'll just be a bogey here. Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. Here we are, in front of a par 3. Opting for the hybrid, I think. It's just a tad offline, that one. Headed towards the left. This putt to get to 7 under the card. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
Steady on. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Currently at 6 under par overall. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Oh, well done. Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar result as yesterday.
That'll work there. 11 feet left to the hole.
He's got this one for birdie.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. This 17th hole is a par 3.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this one is for his par. And he's down there. You got to read?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Oh, did you see that fly right past the hole?
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And as we move to the next hole, our leader is ahead by a couple of shots. Welcome to the par 4 18th.
Oh, Luke, that was a stonker there.
From around 140 yards here.
One extra club required to this elevated green.
Yeah, his golf ball is sailing right of this one.
Time to step into the bunker now. Gary Player couldn't play bunker shots any better than that. Unfortunately for our featured player, that will end his event. He's below the cut line. There are still players out on the course, but it looks like he will not be sticking around for the weekend. Well, that's a shame. Unfortunately, unable to make the cut this week, Beamer. That'll hurt.
I tell you, the call home is going to be a lot of fun when you got to call your wife and tell her why you 3-jacked it on the last hole to miss the cut by 1. I mean, I can't think of a worse feeling in the world. Oh, wait, I've done that before. Yep, it is sad, especially when you call her from Italy. And you miss the cut on the European Tour because you 3-jacked the last hole from 15 feet, Luke.
It's great. He's only down to thinking about that once a day. It's very good.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Legends Championship is about to begin. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group today, and John McCarthy is on the course as well. We've got a great day on tap. These players are excited to try and go low and race up that leaderboard. It's all coming up next here on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. John, you're walking with this group. What can you tell us about the lie?
They're deep down in there, guys. I do not envy them, but looking forward to seeing how they get out.
How about this birdie putt? All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
This one's like going left to right, it looks like.
Just too long on that one. Here's one to walk away with a par. That's how you get out of trouble. How about it, Rich?
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
The second hole is a par 4.
Big sweeping dog leg from right to left. Second shot plays downhill to a slightly elevated green.
Oh, flex on that drive. Wow, what a swing. This shot from about 190 yards.
Green sits well below the player here, taking one less club.
This is missing to the right.
Not super tight, but a makeable putt. A long putt remains. This putt starts on a good line. Getting better and better. Yes, it goes. And a good job there as he moves to 1 under for the championship.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
There is water here at the par 3 third.
Downhill ever so slightly to a large green that runs from front to back right. Do not come up short or to the left. Water could be found.
Okay, that's going to play. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, I've got it going right to left here, I think.
Okay, back-to-back birdies. Things are heating up.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. Let's check out the 4th.
Back uphill for your tee shot, but down the hill ever so slightly for your second shot. Plenty of room around this green, but in order to make birdie and or eagle, your short game must be spot on.
That's a good one to build momentum on. Well, Beamer, we're now off and running with the first major event of the season here at the Legends Championship. And for those folks who may not know, what's the significance of these 4 big events on the PGA Tour schedule?
Andrew, it takes your career to a different stratosphere. You're now amongst one of the greats in the game by winning one of these major events. You're added to the history, to the legacy of the game, the prestige, the pride, all of that comes with winning one of these 4 big events on the PGA Tour. It literally is life-changing and can be at times life-defining as well.
John, what's he looking at with this putt?
38 feet to the cup from here. This is going to be good.
Starting out to the right, watch this one.
So close. 4 feet left to the hole. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
To par 4, the 5th hole.
Fairway tilts quite a bit from left to right as well, chasing away from you. Second shot back up the slope to a green that runs from left to right. Anything coming up short of this green will find CJ's Creek.
Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form. This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. And now this, to get into a share of 6th on the leaderboard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've got it going left to right.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
This player is putting for fun.
He's currently in a share of 6th. Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, Rich, all the way back there at the tips.
CJ's Creek ambling along the left-hand side of the fairway. Just the one fairway bunker on the right-hand side. Second shot back up the hill to a green that sits unprotected.
That should find the cut stuff. This one from about 160 yards out. Only 2 shots off the pace. Now this is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And as we head to the next, it's Colin Morikawa on top of things.
The 7th is a par 3 with 3 greenside bunkers.
Downhill, 3 greenside bunkers, but leave your tee shot just a little left of the green, a little short, and watch it chase on to the green.
This one from a long ways away. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
This is looking good early. This is looking better and better.
Oh,
Well, a par would look really good on the scorecard right now. Moving on to the next hole, Colin Morikawa has a 2-shot lead. Let's go over to 8, a par 4.
A lot of contour on this tee shot, makes the fairway a little bit smaller than it actually is. Second shot slightly back uphill to a green that has a massive fall off to the right-hand side.
That's a pretty good shot right there. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
And that one won't find the green.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Needs this putt to save par. Henny is right there.
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Wow, that had no chance. 3 feet remain.
Yeah, he's looking at a bogey putt here.
And after that, he is moving down the leaderboard. The 9th hole is a chance to be aggressive.
Short par 5, missed the bunkers on the left. Second shot straight back up the hill. Green protected by 3 bunkers, but birdie is easily attainable.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
Okay, going with driver off the deck here. Well, you take a chance like that and birdie is still in play. Well done. This is his 3rd. 4 strokes off the lead. And this putt has a length of 8 feet. Bogey, birdie. That's the way you turn things around. As we take a quick look at the leaderboard, Colin Morikawa is out in front. Let's take a look at the opening hole of the second 9 at Lone Grove.
Dog leg from right to left. Tee shot wants to hug the left trees as best possible. No bunkers to be found. However, this green is nasty. Movement everywhere.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
All right, we can work with that. This one a good distance away. John, give us a read on this putt.
Well, pretty sure this one's going to go up the hill and to the left.
Opportunity here and a good looking putt.
You get it really close.
Yahtzee. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 5th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Wow, what happened there?
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
An opportunity to make a par here. And down it goes. He's in a share of 5th position. The 12th hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course.
From around 220 yards. 3 behind our leader. Going with the hybrid. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Well done. Take the birdie. He currently shares 4th position. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
The big hitters are going to take it left and try and cut off as much of that creek as at all possible, leaving themselves with a short and inviting second shot.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 13th. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Only the longest are going to reach this green in 2. Those who lay up, though, accuracy with their wedges is going to be of the utmost importance to get it close and make their birdie.
He's setting up for his second shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. Ah, absolutely flushed.
Gotta be just fine.
And if this goes, he'll move into solo first place. And now he's in solo first on the leaderboard.
Here's a look at the par 4 15th hole.
Long par 4 back down the hill. Fairway tilts from right to left. Second shot to a green that chases away from you. But be mindful that water in the back comes into play should any shots chase away from you.
That will definitely work. 9 under for the tournament. Not a bad shot right there. This putt from a good distance away. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
This putt back up the hill, moving to the right.
Right on line, but just misses. This one is 5 feet away.
A good look at par here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. He's in first place with Colin Morikawa right behind him. This is a 9-iron on the way. Tough one to dial in.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
A chance to save par. And as we head to the next hole, our featured player is up by 1. 2 holes to go. The 17th is a par 4.
A drivable par 4 if conditions are right. Knocking it on the green does not guarantee a birdie. Love this hole.
Okay, that'll play. That's a really nice approach shot. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This one's going to start out pretty straight, and then towards the hole it should take a little turn to the left.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
Great putt there for birdie. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. The finishing hole at Lone Grove is a par 4.
Tons of room off the tee out to the right-hand side. However, for the shortest second shot, hug the trees down the left. From there, an uphill shot to a green that slopes severely from back to front.
10 under for the event. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Do we think that one will stay on the green? Gonna really have to hit this one. Almost. This putt from 5 feet. He finishes off his round with a bogey. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. Remember the first round? You'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The second round of the prestigious Legends Championship starts right now. I'm Andrew Catalan, glad to have you back with us. And Rich, as we dig into this second round, our featured player is leading the pack as the round begins.
He's got a one-stroke lead heading into this round, and it'll be fun to watch to see if he can't hold off the nerves and the rest of the pack to claim victory.
Going with less club.
Here's the third shot. All gas, no brakes. A chance here for par. As we take a look at the leaderboard, he's in first place, but Tiger Woods is hot on his heels. What is going on out there?
This is going to the pine straw. It's not too bad in there.
Trying to get out of the pine straw here.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
I don't think there's enough on this one.
Yeah, that lie was mean. Not a bad escape.
Looking to get up and down from here. Six feet to the hole.
To keep the round going. This is a par save.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Medium length par 3 down the hill. Green chases from left to right and front to back.
Pulling hybrid out of the bag. And still no putter in the hand.
Wind got that one and took it wayward.
Oh, that was so close. Needs this putt to save par. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Let's take a closer look at the par 5 fourth.
Back up the hill off the tee shot, slightly downhill for your second shot. Just that one lone bunker on the front left portion of this green. An easy birdie if you keep it in position.
This is a bold choice. Driver off the deck. Not shy about that shot on the par 5 and 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Good distance remains on this long putt. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
That was close. This putt from 5 feet away. No birdies on the scorecard today. Here's an opportunity to get one. Okay, let's update the leaderboard, and after that hole, the tie is broken. We have a solo leader.
Unfortunately, that's going to end up in a tricky spot. Second shot here on the 5th.
That lie was just pure mean. That was like Rich Beam on a bad day.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Just one off the lead after that hole. The 6th is a par 4.
Yeah, no bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left. But if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
Club up. I like this play. The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
And this putt to move into a tie for first. So close. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Make this, it'll add up.
This for par.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt is breaking right to left.
He's currently in a tie for third here.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Here's a look at the par 3 7th.
Long par 3 down the hill, but plenty of room to land your tee shot out to the left and have it camber onto the green.
Now from the green side bunker. Here's a par putt. Talk about limiting the damage. What a clutch putt.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th.
Slight dog leg from right to left. Fairway contours from right to left, making this a little bit narrower than it actually is. Second shot to a green that sits above the player with a large runoff area to the right-hand side.
We've got about 180 left to the hole. Trailing by 2. Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
Well, guys, 39 feet to go.
Yes! Count it from long range. While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for third.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
An opportunity here with a par 5.
Avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side off the tee, and players are faced with a second shot back up the hill to a green that's protected by 3 bunkers. Still a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
10 under for the event. Well, this could go anywhere, but I still love pulling driver out of the bag. And from the bunker. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
All right, this putt is going to go up the hill and to the left.
Looks good.
Back-to-back birdies. Things are heating up.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
This shot is about 130 yards from the hole.
Wind is going straight at his back.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
Here's a putt to get to 12 under par. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard.
Hole number 11 is a par 3.
Long par 3 at that, bunkers front and left with a runoff area on the right-hand side. That's the place you want to miss it. That's the place you can get it up and down from.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. Ooh, this is on a good line.
That was the line.
Oh, my. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape. Leading by a shot after that hole. The 12th, a par 5.
Dog leg from right to left. Generous landing area, but from middle of fairway, you must decide, do I take this second shot on, or do I play smart and lay it up?
His second shot here. Maybe going for the green, are we? Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. John, have you got a read on this one?
Pretty straight putt. If anything, it'll move a little to the right.
Nice line. That's a great putt and an eagle as well. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. I'm pretty sure this player will be full of confidence now after that eagle back at the last hole.
Yeah, dog leg from right to left. Big hitters are going to try and cut as much off of CJ's Creek as possible, leaving themselves with a very short wedge shot to a pretty inviting green, it must be said.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Gee, I wish I could play like this myself.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Holding steady in first place after that one. The 14th is a par 5.
Only the longest in the game are able to get it home in 2. You must find the fairway. Those that go for it, though, must be strategic in where they lay up, as this green has got a lot of movement to it and tough to get a chip shot close.
1 win is good, but 2 wins would be great. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. That's tidy. This is an opportunity now to move to 17 under par. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
So close to a birdie, but that'll be a par. Just a simple tap in for par on this one. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
Long downhill par 4, fairway cameras from right to left. Green chases away from you towards that water. Be mindful of your second shot and not go long.
Let's go down to Henny.
This is a nice confidence booster. Downhill green, club down.
Staring down a very long putt here. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This putt will be breaking hard to the right.
Oh, that one is way too strong. 8 feet left to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 3. Out of 16, it's a par 3.
My favorite par 3 on this course by a long shot. Not long in length, fraught with danger with all the bunkers. However, birdies can be had if you find this tiny target.
Going with 8-iron here. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. 16 feet to the cup. How did that not go in? This is a long way away.
Looking good.
That one needs to hit a house. A bogey on the scorecard, and the rest of the field likes to see that. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. A par 4 here.
This brings all the excitement you could ever want in a major championship. A drivable par 4, massive green. You can find the green, but birdie is not guaranteed. Do you lay it up or do you go for it?
That is going to work. Here's the second on 17. About 7 feet remain. The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. A lot to like about that one. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player. This one's right of the green.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Ooh, that was close. 7 feet left. A par to wrap things up on 18. halfway through, and they are in first place entering the weekend.
You gotta love seeing your name on top of that leaderboard. He's got to be excited about that. Still, just a slim lead with a lot of golf to play.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon. Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We've got third-round coverage of the Legends Championship starting right now. I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for being with us on this beautiful day. You walk around the grounds today, there's a sense of urgency among these players. You're going to see all the thrilling action right here on 2K Sports. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain.
Going with less club. Let's see how this turns out. Oh, he's going to love this one.
An opportunity to make birdie. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot downhill. Don't be short or that false front will get you.
Oh, look at this soar through the air.
The club choice is a 6-iron. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Hang on. Oh, that was close. Here's the par putt. Moving along. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. We've made our way to a par 3.
Downhill par 3 with water front and left. Do not be shy.
This is a 5-iron. That's a really nice shot. This is a 6-footer.
A great birdie chance here.
The putt goes in and our featured player extends the lead.
And not giving the field a chance to breathe whatsoever.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. That was really well played. I gotta tell you, I like the play. Why not? Just go for it. On the green in 2. How about that?
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Down to Henny.
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out. starting this one way out to the left. Watch this break.
Wow, that had no chance. He's got this putt for birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader.
Now on the tee of the 5th hole, the par 4.
Signature hole here at Lone Grove. Fairway cambers from left to right and chases away from you. Second shot back up the hill over CJ's Creek. Don't come up short with your second or your ball will find that creek.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one is breaking left to right.
It's pretty handy here. This is on the tracks.
Getting better.
That's one of those putts that you're proud of, even if it doesn't drop. And tapping it in for par. Leading by a couple after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole.
CJ's Creek running all the way down the left-hand side. Narrow area to fit your tee shot in. Second shot slightly back uphill without any bunkers to be found in the distance.
Wow, that was just striped. Taking aim from about 170 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. That's inside the house of opportunity. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Just a short putt remaining here. AK holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole.
We've made our way to the par 3 7th hole.
Long par 3 down the hill, bunkers back and front, but leave your tee shot just out to the left as your ball will filter in to the center of the green.
This is a 3-wood.
Spinning to the left of this one.
On the green, but a ways to go. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
It's going to go uphill and to the left. Let's see what happens.
Man, that was close.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Over to number 8. It's a par 4.
Slight dog leg from right to left. Pretty simple driving area, but that second shot is to a green perched above the player with a large runoff on the right-hand side.
And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. Henny, what is he looking at with this putt?
This putt is around 32 feet.
Do we think that one will stay on the green? A chance here from 10 feet out.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
He gets that one to drop. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. Teeing off here at the 9th.
Dog legs from left to right. Just avoid those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. Second shot straight back up the hill. Dotted with 3 bunkers, but what a great opportunity to make a birdie on this closing hole in the front 9.
Well, you don't see this all the time. Going with driver from the fairway. This is the 3rd. This putt left for birdie. He gets that one to drop. That's the 4th birdie of the day. Let's take a look at how things stand. Our featured player is ahead by 4. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Little dog leg from right to left. Skirt the trees down the left-hand side. Short second shot to a green that has undulations everywhere.
This putt is from way out there. Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
Ooh, looking nice.
This has got a chance. Yes!
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard.
Here we are at the 11th hole, a par 3.
Long par 3, back up the hill. Green runs from left to right and away from you. The miss is out to the right, a chip and a putt. Pretty simple.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. 14 feet to the cup.
A big, swinging, sweeping left to righter. Started beautifully.
It's just about 3 feet away. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Okay, and after that hole, now 21 under for the event. Here we are on the 12th, a par 5.
Dog leg from right to left. Generous landing area, but that's when the big decision comes into play. Go for it or lay it up.
That's nicely done. There's nothing better than a downhill shot to a green in golf. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
To my eye, it's looking like 38 feet.
That's disappointing. A birdie putt awaits. Henny's down there. You got a read?
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
What a putt that was. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
The big hitters are going to take it left and try and cut off as much of that creek as at all possible, leaving themselves with a short and inviting second shot.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Second shot here on their 13th hole.
And I don't think that's enough out of the sand.
He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
You know, some bogeys are good bogeys.
Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. On the tee now, the par 5, 14th.
Only the longest are going to reach this green, and to those who lay up, though, accuracy with their wedges is going to be of the utmost importance to get it close and make their birdie.
Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Not bad. Putting for birdie. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This looks like it's going to go left.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2.
Time for the tee shot at 15.
Long par 4 back down the hill. Fairway tilts from right to left. Second shot to a green that chases away from you. But be mindful that water in the back comes into play should any shots chase away from you.
Wow, he's going to like that one. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Five iron on the way. That's a missed green.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Wow, I thought that was in. Finishing off that hole. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
I love this hole. Short par 3 with lots of movement, lots of danger, though, should you miss this green. Beautiful par 3.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
That's a great position to be in after that approach. Now this putt for birdie. Way too much on that one. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
I've got it going right to left here. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. The 17th hole is a par 4.
A drivable par 4 if conditions are right. Knocking it on the green does not guarantee a birdie. Love this hole.
Five feet remain. Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader. Out to the 18th tee.
Massive amounts of room out to the right-hand side. However, hug the trees as best you can to leave a shortish second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
All right, the putter can come out now. Henny is greenside.
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Looking good.
Okay, a good day out there, and it comes to an end. $18 holes remain, and wow, there is a lot at stake tomorrow.
Just a slim lead going into this final round. Lots of players with a chance to win.
Well, that'll do it for us today. For our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and we'll see you next time. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to see who will be the big winner at the Legends Championship. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. And Rich, the final round is underway. Our featured player is in first place.
Yeah, he's out there today. 3-stroke lead, final round. Boy, that's a pretty good number to be ahead, but I promise you, you want to get that lead to 4 and 5 as quickly as you possibly can. He's got to come out there and fire on all cylinders early.
This will play nicely. Okay, we've got about a 140-yard shot here.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
This putt for a birdie. John, give us a read on this putt.
Okay, this one's going up the hill and moving to the left.
Looks pretty good.
This one looking good. This has a chance, and it drops in.
What an amazing putt from way out.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. This hole is a par 4.
Sweeping dog leg from right to left. Downhill with your second shot to a green that has a massive false front on the right-hand side. Do not come up short. Long and left is the best bailout area.
On the green, that's always mission number 1. This is a tricky putt. Oh, that one is way too strong. 5 feet remains. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Downhill ever so slightly to a large green that runs from front to back right. Do not come up short or to the left. Water could be found.
Well, took a chance, but it doesn't pay off, and now it's wet. This is his third.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
This is pitching wedge on the way. What an aggressive play. This has a chance. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
And now this putt for bogey. Well done to get that one to go in.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. I like that one. How about this play, pulling out the driver? The distance left on this putt is 17 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
Come on. This putt for par. Let's check in with Henny.
This is a 12-footer here.
So far, so good.
And that's a par. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage.
Let's go to hole number 5. It's a par 4.
Not a long par 4 here. The fairway cambers from left to right pretty steeply. Also chases away from you. Second shot slightly back up the hill. 3 bunkers behind it. Do not come up short of it, or CJ's Creek will be found.
Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. Second shot here on the 5th. That was a bit of a miscue. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. This putt for par here. Now sitting at 22 under par. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
CJ's Creek ambling along the left-hand side of the fairway. Just the one fairway bunker on the right-hand side. Second shot back up the hill to a green that sits unprotected.
From about 200 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. And he's down there. You got a read?
A huge right to left swinger.
Oh, I like the pace on this putt. Starting to work its way towards the cup. Oh, what a great roll. Yeah, well done. And after that hole, he's ahead by just a solitary stroke.
Here's a look at the par 3 7th.
Downhill, 3 greenside bunkers, but leave your tee shot just a little left of the green, a little short, and watch it chase on to the green.
Five wood is the choice. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. John, what's he looking at with this putt?
And this looks like the better part of a 40-footer, maybe even more. I'm going to go with 42 feet for this one.
Too much power on that putt.
Looking better.
That one drops in for par. Here's a look at the replay. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Well, let's see what happens here at number 8.
A lot of contour on this tee shot. Makes the fairway a little bit smaller than it actually is. Second shot slightly back uphill to a green that has a massive fall off to the right-hand side.
Wow, that one was just a little bit off. Time now for the third. Needs this putt to save par and save momentum. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. Now to 9, the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 5.
Short par 5, missed the bunkers on the left. Second shot straight back up the hill. Green protected by 3 bunkers, but birdie is easily attainable.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Let's not think about what happened here yesterday with this next shot. It wasn't very good.
Well, we'll see what happens, but you love the aggressive style here with driver. And a 4-footer left.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
A shortish par 4 in length, dogleg from right to left. No bunkers anywhere to be found on this green. However, the one big hazard is the green itself, undulating on every square inch of it.
That's going to work nicely for him. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain. Currently tied for the lead.
Okay, clubbing down.
What a beautiful leave right there.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
That putt drops. That's 2 birdies in a row.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Long par 3, back up the hill. It's got bunkers front and to the left. This green runs diagonally from left to right. Really difficult to get your tee shot close with the pins on the left-hand side.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
A bit long on that one. This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. Oh, that rush past the hole with some serious speed. And this next putt, it's for bogey. 7 feet to the cup. Well, a disappointing double bogey for our leader there, but that's provided some wonderful opportunities for the chase pack. Hole number 12 is a par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course.
Interesting choice of the driver here.
Okay, aggressive play, going for it.
Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
That
was very aggressive and very impressive. I got to say, looking to make the 2 and tie the lead.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
If this goes in, this is going to be putt of the century. This is huge.
So close. This, the second on the leaderboard. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 13th hole is a par 4.
A dog leg from right to left. Big hitters are going to try and cut as much off of CJ's creek as possible, leaving themselves with a very short wedge shot to a pretty inviting green, it must be said.
Standing over his second shot. 2 strokes off the lead. That's going right. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. And he's down there. You got a read?
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
Well, this looks pretty handy. Oh, hit a house. That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think. And that should secure the par on this one. And after that, sitting now 23 under for the tournament. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5.
Only the longest in the game are able to get it home in 2. You must find the fairway. Those that go for it, though, must be strategic in where they lay up, as this green has got a lot of movement to it and tough to get a chip shot close.
Nicely done. Time for the second shot at the 14th. And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Oh, that was pure. Well, he's got a good chance here to get this one up and down and get to within 1 of the lead.
Nothing like a little pressure to make it interesting, is it?
This one's for birdie.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
Long downhill par 4, fairway cameras from right to left. Green chases away from you towards that water. Be mindful of your second shot and not go long.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Let's go down to Henny.
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face.
That's a missed green.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Got to get this home in 2. Wow, I thought that was going in. And now a 6-footer is left. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Now to 16, it's a par 3.
my favorite par 3 on this course by a long shot. Not long in length, fraught with danger with all the bunkers. However, birdies can be had if you find this tiny target.
Going with pitching wedge here. This looks right at the pin.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
Oh, I thought that was going down. A par putt coming up. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. Now to 17, a par 4.
This brings all the excitement you could ever want in a major championship. A drivable par 4, massive green. You can find the green, but birdie is not guaranteed. Do you lay it up or do you go for it?
Well, this putt is from way downtown.
I really hope this one drops for him.
And that's a pretty good putt from that distance. 4 feet remains. Getting set for the next hole. A quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader. I don't know if this one will stay in the fairway. Yeah, you want to stay away from that stuff. That's a nice break. About 200 yards left to the hole.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
A lot of ground to cover with this putt. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
I think this is going to move pretty hard left to right.
This one from 4 feet away. The putt goes in, and that will do it for the week. Rich, how tough is it to hold the lead down the stretch?
It's incredibly difficult. Obviously, this player just couldn't quite hang on to the momentum. That final 9 holes, losing out narrowly.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. All right, it's time to get the balls in the air for the opening round coverage. Let's head out onto the course. G'day, mates. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course bringing us all the action this week is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Thanks for joining us today. We've got an incredible day of golf ahead, and let's see what he can do here today. Bit disappointing, that one. Time for the second shot into the first. Oh, that looks like a flyer. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one's looking at 41 feet.
Well, this one's come out on a good line. Gee, it's got some good speed about it. Here it comes, tracking. Wow, what a putt. Currently 1 under for the day. Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yes, par 5 is pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
That was well played. Got a fair piece of it. Never easy out of the fairway bunker.
Going for less club here.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Put a good stroke on this one. You've got to like the look of this. Just a short putt. Closes the workout on that hole. Currently 1 under for the event. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it, as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guarantee of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Okay, good start. Now watch this one. Watch it.
That's very well judged. Inside the range.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Sitting at 1 under after that hole. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Just a little right of the green.
Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Come on, don't be shy.
Come on. Will it go in?
Oh, no!
That hole's done. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Putting for birdie here. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which will make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
He'll be disappointed by that. That one finds the water. Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
Okay, I didn't see that from the rough.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And he's down there. You got to read?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5 is a lovely hole.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped. You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. He's standing over his 3rd shot. This would be a great up and down. Ooh, that almost went down. Big putt for par coming up. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot. If you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, you're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Going with the hybrid. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
These putts really add up at the end of the day, right on 12 feet.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
John, what's the line on this putt?
This one looks like it will be breaking to the left.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Currently at -1 following that hole.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Time for the second shot at the 10th.
This one's right of the green.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Yeah, hit that one well. That's come out of the bunker and flying. Good shot.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back nine. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy corner to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one looks like it breaks hard left to right.
Oh, wow. Steady on there. Just 3 feet to the cup. Job done. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Okay, 1 extra club.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Ooh. And this putt coming up for his par. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Opting for the 5-wood. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either. A par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making 4.
This shot coming from around 220 yards.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
This putt's going to break to the right.
A par putt on the table. Oh, what a stroke. And in it goes for the par. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Well, as we approach the final holes here at TPC Louisiana, the short par 4 16, Rich, it's a good one, but also a challenging one.
Only the brave will take driver out on this short hole. Long irons, hybrids, fairway woods down the left-hand side is just fine.
Hopefully this one can stay on the fairway. Could be trouble.
That one just had a little bit too much speed to it. Time for the second shot at the 16th. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
A really good look at birdie.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's going to find the water, sadly. And here we are with the third shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Not a bad play, that one. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
They're going to like the look of this one. That's in the circle of friendship. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card. The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 would be very tempting.
Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck.
Pretty good shot there.
This putt about 11 feet in distance. This one's tracking. And a lovely way to finish his day, closing the round with a birdie. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Our second round coverage is about to begin. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Lovely to have you with us today once again. Rich, this player's trailing. Do they have to really step it up and get it going today?
I mean, if you look at their game this week, it's been held together by glue, Band-Aids, duct tape. I just don't see them crossing the finish line today in first place. In fact, they'll be lucky to eke out a top 10.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Theegala leading this tournament. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. That was wonderfully done.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Well, now you just got to pray for good luck, because that one's heading towards the sand. That's bad luck. That's a really bad lie in the bunker. And he's got it onto the green, but still outside the range. Bit of work left to do. An opportunity for a birdie here. And now he's just 3 shots off the cut line.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Stepping onto the par 3 third. Going with the 5-wood. Lining this putt up from a fair distance. And he's down there. You got to read.
Oh, this is going hard left.
Oh, that's well judged. He had the right speed there. Easy 2-putt.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And now onto the par 4 4th hole. Oh, that is crushed. Will this stay on the cut stuff? Okay, this one's going to probably just catch the first cut, I think. And for some reason, we're going to take another look at that shot. This is his second shot.
I tell you what, from the rough, nice.
Wonderfully played. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
And that's now just within 2 shots of the cut line.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
To par 4, the 5th hole.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer.
This is for birdie.
Bit too heavy-handed there. And now 4 under for the tournament. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got 190 all the way back here. Feeling strong, going for less club.
This one was flushed right at it. Will it go in? Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
There are 2 menacing bunkers on this hole. The far one, the one right in the middle of the fairway, it looks like a zit from the back tee box. That is not the place to be.
He's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Tagala leading this tournament. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Stay on the cut stuff. Well struck. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Opting for the 5-wood. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Love it or hate it, it's a downhill left to right putt.
That's disappointing. Putting for a par now. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. On the tee of the par 4 10th hole. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar result as yesterday.
This one is all over it.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Tagala leading this tournament. On the 11th tee now, a par 5. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. That's heading in the wrong direction. That one just stays on the fairway. We'll take that. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. And that's 8 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Trailing by 7 after that hole. A long par 4 this hole. That's a tough break. Time for the second shot at the 12th. I'm not sure he selected the right club here. This one looks to be coming up short. How bad is this lie in the sand, Henny?
In all my years on a golf course, I don't think I've seen a bunker lie this bad.
And on the green now, but a bit of work left to do. John, have you got a good read on this one?
Well, looks like it's going down the hill, breaking to the right.
A bogey putt awaits. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Outstanding approach shot. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. It's disappointing. So close to a birdie. Easy par that. We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. This 14th hole is a par 3. Going with the 5-wood.
That was a thing of beauty.
Well, good shot that. Right inside the range.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Tagala leading this tournament. Welcome to the par 4 15th hole. Sit down. Sit. That one just missing the fairway, but not a bad outcome. He's setting up for his second shot.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is for par.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Second shot here on the 16th. He's hit that one well. Will it get there? 11 feet to the cup. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Welcome to the par 3, 17th hole. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 17th. This would be a good putt to make to move inside the top. We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. And now teeing off on the final hole of this round. Great shot. Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
A putt for a place in the top 10. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Good speed.
Good effort from there.
This putt is to move inside the all-important top 10. And the putt drops for birdie. So there you have it, another round in the books. Time to go sign the scorecard, Rich.
Yeah, 2 rounds down, Luke, and I got to say, I'm awfully impressed. This player, the performance has been sublime. I can't wait to watch him in action again.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Third round coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always terrific to have you join us. 16 under par is the current score to beat as we get underway here on 2K Sports. Oh, that was picked cleanly. This one's got plenty of legs. This would be a great up and down. Well, you like the look of those hands. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Now at 11 under for the event. Here's a look at the par 5 second. I don't like the look of that lie. Yeah, that one will play. playing from 110 yards out.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
This for a birdie.
Sitting at 12 under par for the event. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Unable to find the green on this one.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, that one almost went in the cup. Big par saver coming up for this fella. So close. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Sitting at minus 11 overall.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4. That should find the fairway. From around 180 yards out. 5 shots off the lead. That one's headed left. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. This putt is about 16 feet. Hit a house. 5 feet coming up to the cup. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction. So driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right.
I don't think you could hit a better shot from there.
Here's a chance to get to 12 under. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out. He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club. Yeah, that was great wind management there.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Pete Dye
put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped.
It's almost like a magnet for your golf ball.
You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side.
That came off the blade pretty nicely. Gotta like the look of this one. And he's made it. What a putt. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Theegala leading this tournament. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Well, there's no doubt this player is standing on the tee sky high after making the eagle at the last. Wow, what a shot. Second shot here on the 8th. Just barely snuck into the first cut. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. This is what remains to get into 7th on the leaderboard. He finds himself in a share of 7th. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. A putt here to move to 16 under par. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's paced it. He's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer.
Asking for this one to break a big way back to the left. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. We have Sahith Theegala leading as we move over to the next hole. Here we are at the 10th, a par 4.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
And he needs this to save par. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Theegala leading this tournament. Welcome to the par 5, 11th hole. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? Good shot there, Beamer. Setting up for his 3rd shot. Oh, that's a great approach shot. Trying to get to 16 under with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Pretty sure this is going to move to the left.
A bit long on that one. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Second shot here on the 12th. And he's safely on the green. And now left with this to move into a tie for 7th. Can he make one from long range? Like the look of this. Yes! Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole. Can this stay on the cut stuff?
It's a nice day to find another fairway.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Okay, that'll work. And this putt to move into a tie for 5th in the standings. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Now 4 back after that hole. Par 3, hole number 14. Opting for the 5-wood. Yeah, nicely played. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
And this putt should take a pretty hard break to the right.
Putting for par. We have Sahith Tagala leading as we move over to the next hole. Here we are on the par 4, 15th hole. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here.
Nicely done.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say. This would be a great up and down from this spot. And this putt to move into the top 5. And before we move to the next hole, it is Sahith Tagala leading this tournament. On the tee now, the par 4, 16th. Well played, mate. Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of fourth. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. He's currently tied fourth for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Here we are at the 17th tee. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. He's not hit this one well, and that one's into the drink. And he's setting this one up from almost the same spot as yesterday on this hole.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Opting for the 5-iron. Right into the water on that one. He's got his 5th shot coming up. 4 shots behind our leader. A bit out of shape with that swing. Got to get the rhythm back. And a quadruple bogey putt coming up now. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's moving just a smidge to the left.
Ooh, slow down. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. The 18th hole is a par 5.
Awesome stuff.
Interesting choice of the driver here. That always looked wet, didn't it? Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. Just a 4-footer remaining. And with that putt, concludes this players' round. We're at the great stage of this tournament, Rich. Just a round to play.
Yes, and it should be a doozy. Looking forward to it.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Welcome, everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season